Do you want to learn how to draw this adorable little baby dinosaur dragon? Then grab something to draw with, something to erase any mistakes with, and something to outline with. Grab yourself a nice clean sheet of paper and some crayons, and let's get started. To start your little dragon, I am going to start on his face, and I'm going to begin by making a nice big curved shape. Kind of looks like a C if I turn it this way. I'm actually going to bring it all the way down and in. Kind of looks like half of a heart, almost like if I made half of a heart, and I would just need the other side right here. I'd have a nice heart. But instead, I'm going to make another curved line. So right up here going down, I'm going to continue with a nice curved line. This would be his forehead. This will be his nose. I'm going to come up above, around the top of his head, and I'm going to make a little triangle shape. And that's going to be the horn that is further away from us. I'm going to come right in here where I left that opening, and I'm going to make a little horn right there. And I'm going to add a curved line because I want the horn to look like it's coming out of his head. Then I'm going to continue my line, and I'm going to come down and curve in. So that way my area right here is really close together because I want him to look like he's got a nice big head, a skinny little neck, and then we're going to come down into his little body, and he's going to be sitting. He's just going to be sitting right here on the ground. So I'm going to come down with a nice straight line, and I'm just going to curve out a little bit at the end. Then I'm going to come back here for his back. So I'm going to curve down, and I'm going to stop. I want to leave a little space here for my dragon's wing. Then I'm going to come around where his back would be, and I'm going to curl down for a tail. So I'm just going to make a nice, slightly S-curve shape here. He's starting to look like a little dragon. Now I'm going to come around here with a nice C shape. And then I'm going to finish off his foot, and I'm going to come all the way back to his tail. And mine is going to go just a little bit off my paper, and that's okay if yours does. And then up here in the front, this is going to be his front paw, so I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to curve it back just like his foot is. And I'm going to add a couple little triangles to the end of his toes and a couple small triangles to the end of his front foot. So that way he has some little claws on the front and the back. I'm going to come back here where my little gap is, and I'm going to come up at an angle. And then over here, I'm going to come out a little bit straight, but at an angle. And then I'm going to curve down and out for his wing. So this is going to be the wing on his back. I'm going to come down, around with a hill, and around with a hill. Now we have one wing, and this is the wing closest to us. The bottom, I'm going to create another little curve, just like we did up here for his horn. So that way his wing looks like it's coming out of his back. Then I'm just going to try to copy that shape over here, and I'm not going to get a whole lot in, I'm just going to get part of it in. And that's going to be the wing on the other side. And you can go in if you'd like and add a couple lines going through his wings. Now we're going to do the front. So I'm going to come up here by his neck, and I am going to come down, and I'm going to curve in. And this is just kind of his belly. So I'm going to come down with my lines and curve in for his belly. And then I'm going to come down about halfway, and I'm going to finish his other foot. And his other front foot is going to be back a little further. So it's not going to come out as far as this foot right here. Just want it to look like he's got a little leg on the other side of his body. Let's go in and give him a face. So I'm going to give him a small nostril, kind of like a 6. And then I'm going to come out a little more and I'm going to do a backwards 6. And that backwards 6 is going to be a little bit bigger because the one that's closest to us is going to be larger than the one that's further away. Not by much, but just enough. I'm going to come right here where this end of that curve is for his nose, and I'm going to give him a nice big eye. So I'm going to make a nice big oval, and I'm going to do a big circle on top of a little circle. So kind of like an upside down 8. And I'm going to color that in. Now my little dragon has a face. Look how cute he is. I'm going to give my little dragon some teeth. So I'm going to give him just 2 little teeth, like he's got maybe a little overbite. And you can also add a couple stripes on the front of your dragon, maybe for the chest on his body. Just give him a little detail on his belly, stomach area. Now I think I'm going to give him some spikes going down his back. So I'm going to come up here. My spikes are going to be shorter and rounder triangles. I do not want them to match my horns. I want them to be different so that way they stick out and they don't look just like the horns on the back of his head. So I'm going to keep going all the way down his back with a bunch of small triangles. And again, I'm rounding them. I'm trying not to make them pointy. Look at him, he is so cute. And the very last thing I'm going to do on my dragon is give him a little heart. I love him. He is super duper duper cute. I'm going to fix that line a little bit, and now I'm going to draw in a horizon line. So what I'm going to do is do a nice straight line here in the back. And I'm going to come through my dragon, and then I'm going to continue my line over here. So now I've got my little dragon, I've got my ground here, I've got my sky here, and I can add in whatever I'd like to finish it. I have a little less room over here than I have over here, so I think I'm going to add a couple bushes to the background. Just on one side. And maybe up here in the sky, I might add a little cloud. And that's just a way to add something to my background, but also a way to break up all of the sky color that I'm going to end up coloring on my picture. So now that my adorable little dragon is done being drawn, I think it is the perfect time to give him some color. So let's go ahead and color. Pick whatever colors you'd like, decorate him however you'd want, maybe add a pattern on his body or even create a fade. But stick around to watch how I'm going to color mine. Look at my adorable little baby dragon. I hope that you had a ton of fun drawing this little guy with me, and I hope to see you again in a future video. If you liked today's doodle, please like and subscribe below, and I cannot wait to see what creative little things you come up with, and I can't wait to see you back for some more creative doodles right here. Happy doodles!